Namaste, I'm Alicia Bhattacharya and you're watching Bodhi Television. Today we have outlined a different format where we intend to impart some aspects on Buddhism, the takes and regards on the current situation of Buddhism from the renowned and eminent personalities. Please allow me to welcome Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Nepal, Her Excellency Swarna Pereira. Please allow me to welcome her. Ma'am, on behalf of Bodhi Television, we'd like to express a warm gratitude and first thing for us, welcome to Nepal.
Okay, namaste.
Namaste, ma'am. Ma'am, first question I'd like to ask is, since how long you have been serving as an ambassador of Sri Lanka to Nepal, and how is the experiences so far?
Yeah, I have been working as the ambassador in this country, ambassador of Sri Lanka to Nepal, now nearly 1.5 years. So I am very happy to be in this country. This is the country where Gautama Buddha was born. So as a Buddhist, of course, I always think that it's something. I'm very happy to be in this country and to promote and to do whatever I can to promote Buddhism. And so people are friendly, and so then I'm having a very comfortable time with the Nepali people, and I'm very happy to be there.
So on a lighter note, ma'am, have you learned some Nepalese words?
Not yet, but anyway, I have noticed there are some words similar to our language. Our language is Sinhala. Then words such as, Pramukha, Patashala, Vishwavidyalaya, there are a number of words very similar to our language. I think the reason is that both languages have been derived from Sanskrit. That's why.
Okay.
Yes.
To be exact, how do you feel representing as an ambassador from a Buddhist country to the country where Gautama Buddha is born?
Of course, yeah, as I earlier mentioned that, this is my third South Asian country. Before I came here, I have worked in India as well as in the Maldives. So this country is, of course, very close to Sri Lanka, close in the sense, the relationship. We are enjoying very warm and cordial relationship. Last year we celebrated the 60th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations. We established our formal diplomatic relations on 1st July 1957. Although we have completed 60 years of diplomatic relations, the people-to-people contacts dating back to many centuries, time immemorial. We have very old, century-old relationship. So my duty is to further strengthen this relationship.
Sure, ma'am. We also hope the same.
Yeah.
And how do you see the situation of propagating Buddhist teaching and education here in Nepal as compared to Sri Lanka?
Yeah. So, of course, I have noticed that most of the Nepali people, of course, they highly respect Gautama Buddha. And I have to mention here that a large number of Buddhist monks and also Theranis, that's nuns, they have gone to Sri Lanka to study Theravada Buddhism. Even in the past and also even at present, there are a large number of Buddhist monks studying Theravada Buddhism in Sri Lanka. And after they complete their studies, they come here and then they propagate Theravada Buddhism. I have noticed almost most of the Buddhist monks who studied in Sri Lanka, of course, they can preach Dhamma, Gautama Buddha's teachings, in our language fluently. So we have a temple, Sri Lanka temple in Lumbini, and in that temple, of course, there are about 2 Buddhist monks, and we have Mahabodhi temple also in Lumbini. There is 2 Buddhist monks. They are, of course, Sri Lankan Buddhist monks. Other than that, almost all the Buddhist monks which I have met are Nepali Buddhist monks. So they are doing a very important work to propagate Theravada Buddhism and in this country after they study in Sri Lanka.
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask, do we have any kind of foreign exchange program from Sri Lanka to Nepal or from Nepal to Sri Lanka on context of Buddhist teachings?
Exchange programs. No, of course, it is recently that the president of your channel, of course, Bodhi channel, had a very cordial and friendly meeting with our Secretary Ministry of Buddha Sasana. We have a ministry of dedicated to Buddhism. So this ministry is looking after the Buddhism, the Buddhist activities in the country, and also promote Buddhism. So the head of that ministry, Mr. Chandra Prema Gamage, he came to Nepal recently, and he was here from 24th February to 26th February. So that time I arranged a meeting with him, with the president of the Bodhi channel and the secretary and other officials. They came here and they had a very fruitful discussion. And at that meeting they discussed how to promote Buddhism, how to initiate this exchange programs like. So that is to delegation from this country to Sri Lanka and from delegations from Sri Lanka to Nepal. So we discuss about this matter and then come to a conclusion that both Bodhi channel can visit members of the Bodhi channel can visit Sri Lanka and meet our Secretary Ministry of Buddha Sasana and also other important officials. We have about 2 Buddhist channels in Sri Lanka, so they can meet the officials of those channels and discuss how to work together. And also we proposed to sign an agreement, MOU, between this one of our Buddhist channel and the Bodhi channel, so that under that MOU, of course, there is a possibility of exchange of delegations that is relating to Buddhism. So of course, delegation from Bodhi channel can go to Sri Lanka and meet, as I said, meet these people and develop contacts, and though our people also can come here and develop contacts, and likewise we can exchange programs, and so this will definitely lead to promote Buddhism.
Well, ma'am, on that note, personally, I'd like to thank you so much for giving us that opportunity and letting us explore the same thing as well. So, ma'am, what measures you feel would be necessary for the promotion, protection, and preservation of Buddhism here in Nepal?
Yeah, so of course that is promotion to promote Buddhism. Of course, it is very important to conduct classes, programs, and teach Dhamma to Buddhist monks here and also to the people. I have heard there are classes called Pariyati classes that where the Dhamma is taught, Gautama Buddha's Dhamma. So having Pariyati schools will definitely educate the people about Buddhism, and also that it's very important to maintain libraries with books on Buddhism to protect Buddhism. And Sri Lanka is always give their fullest cooperation to promote Buddhism and also to protect Buddhism in this country, so they are very important to actually to increase the number of Buddhist monks who go to Sri Lanka to study Buddhism. So then after they study, they come here and they will of course teach Gautama Buddha's Dhamma to people. And also this is not only for Buddhists, of course. Gautama Buddha's Dhamma is for everyone. He preaches about the peace. So therefore everyone loves to hear Dhamma, Gautama Buddha's preachings. It will help to have a very satisfied life. And also those who are having mental worries or any problems, of course, if they know the Dhamma, of course they can face the life, their lives, without any problem. They can face the challenges. So everything Gautama Buddha has preached how to live happily. Especially he was preaching about the mental happiness. So of course, therefore, not only for Buddhists here, even others also will definitely appreciate Dhamma, and that it will be very helpful to their day-to-day, problems, how to live happily. So Sri Lankan government will give as I said, give all the cooperation and necessary assistance to promote Buddhism and to protect Buddhism. So I will, as ambassador, of course, I'm here to give all the necessary, support to Bodhi channel and other temples, monasteries, to assist them to promote Buddhism.
So you have been staying in Nepal since July 2016, right?
Yes.
So I'd like to ask a question. Which are the Buddhist temples or monasteries or shrines you have visited till now in Nepal?
Yeah, first of all, I have to mention Lumbini. Yes, I have visited Lumbini now, I think 4 times. Even last 2 weeks ago, I went to Lumbini, that is to attend some meetings organized by UNESCO. So Lumbini, of course, and other than Lumbini, I have been to several places in Greater Lumbini area like Tilorakot and Ramagram, Devdaha, Kudan, Niglihawa. There are so many important places in this country connected to Gautama Buddha. So I was extremely happy to visit those places. And other than that, I have visited, we have a number of temples, Charumati temple in Kathmandu, and also I have to mention that there is, Ananda Kuti Vihare, so it was damaged due to earthquake. Sri Lankan government is funding to reconstruct the temple, and also there is another temple called Rato Machindana temple in Bummati. So Sri Lankan government is financially assisting to reconstruct that temple as well. So from time to time I go there, and also I have visited a number of Buddhist temples in Kathmandu, to name a few, Ganamaha Viharaya, Sumangala Aramaya, Sakya Singha Viharaya. There are number of, wherever the Buddhist activities, of course, if I was invited, definitely I will definitely go.
So glad to know that,
Yes.
Ma. You have visited almost so many Buddhist monasteries. Thank you for that. And what are the activities so far, or any future activities which has been taken for propagating the Buddhist teaching here in Nepal from Sri Lanka?
Yeah, that's what I mentioned even earlier, that is to propagate Buddhism. Of course, it is very important to educate Buddhist monks and others. So I want to increase the number of Buddhist monks who go to Sri Lanka to study Buddhism. So that is and also those who want to, of course, any assistance with regard to propagate Buddhism, and I'm here to do that. And also the promotion Buddhism, of course, here I heard that about 10% Buddhist in this country. So then therefore, of course, when I go to temples, I have seen that people are they are highly respect Gautama Buddha, that which I have noticed. So then, of course, I will definitely give my assistance to promote Buddhism, and also I want to mention here that in 1940s, a Buddhist monk called Venerable Narada, and Venerable Piyadasi, Venerable Madihe Panyasi, and Kotugoda Dhammavasa, those Buddhist monks visited Nepal, and especially Venerable Narada, he came from Colombo, Sri Lanka, and he assisted to re-establish Theravada Buddhism in this country in 1940. That time the Venerable Thero has brought relics of Gautama Buddha and sapling of Sri Mahabodhi to Nepal, and and they were donated to Ananda Kuti Vihare. So likewise, of course, now this year we are planning to have we are going to celebrate Vesak, that is called Buddha Purnima. Even for that, I am now going to get some, important materials pertaining to Buddhism in this country to exhibit in our country during Vesak in May. And also Right Honourable President Vidya Devi Bandari, and she visited Sri Lanka last year in May, and she was the chief guest at the closing ceremony of the UN Vesak Day celebrations. And she delivered her speech in front of the temple of the tooth relic. That is the place where Gautama Buddha's relic, tooth relic is kept. So in order to promote, of course, that it will further strengthen our relations, of course, on Buddhism. So I want to organize visits from this country to Sri Lanka, Buddhist delegations. Not only Buddhist monks, even there are Buddhist people, they would like to visit Sri Lanka, Buddhist associations, members of Buddhist associations. So they come to me and they request me to arrange visits. So recently the University of Lumbini, that is Buddhist University in Lumbini, they requested me to arrange a visit to Sri Lanka, and so I arranged, and a delegation from that university visited Sri Lanka headed by the dean of the university. So they are going to now sign an MOU between one of our Buddhist association with one of our Buddhist association in order to further promote Buddhism. So likewise, of course, I would like not only Buddhist monks here, even the members of the Buddhist associations, if they want to go to Sri Lanka and develop contacts, of course, I will
always welcome.
I always welcome.
Yes. Ma'am, on regard to the current situation of Nepal, Nepal, as you know, that it's known as the home for Himalayas and land of Gautam Buddha.
Yes.
In the current context, Nepalese people are trying to justify the statement Gautam Buddha was born in Nepal.
Yeah.
What is your take on that context?
Of course, it has been proved, It has been proved. And so then Gautama Buddha, not only Gautama Buddha, even previous two Buddhas were born in this country. That's what I heard. So then I visited the place, and of course I had the opportunity to go very close to the exact place where Gautama Buddha was born last week, about 2 weeks ago, because I said that I attended UNESCO meetings. So it has been proved, and there is no question about it. No, this is the country where Gautama Buddha was born. Yes.
Thank you so much for acknowledging that. What is your observation on the only and first Buddhist channel here in Nepal, Bodhi Television, in terms of its importance of promoting Buddhism here in Nepal to create and balance harmony and peace?
Yes, of course, I must appreciate the work of Bodhi channel. This is the only channel, I think, that taking efforts to promote Buddhism. So therefore, I would like to express my best wishes and for the channel, and of course, they are trying their best to promote Buddhism, and not only to promote, even to protect Buddhism in this country. So for that, they have very recently they have started this channel, and so I heard that they are having different programs on Buddhism from morning to the whole day. So of course, I take this opportunity to convey my best wishes for them, for their future endeavors. Whatever the assistance they want from me, from my side, I am here to assist them.
Ma'am, as we say that awareness is the bestest policy, and likewise Bodhi Television is putting its effort and dedication for the promotion, protection and preservation of Buddhist education here in Nepal. As there's so much similarity between Sri Lankan and Nepalese people, what do you think the tool or any element should we use to make the awareness reach to a large number of audiences?
To make them aware of Buddhism. That is to organize programs, programs on Buddhism in large scale. Maybe in temples, even in other places, of course, where people gather, can conduct programs. Bodhi channel can do it, of course, and so also they can invite well-known popular Buddhist monks from Sri Lanka. But only problem is the language, of course. But anyway, it can be translated into Nepal. So they and also the Nepali Buddhist monks.
Heart language is always there.
Yeah, of course. Then the Buddhist monks, Nepali Buddhist monks also can participate, and to preach Dhamma and explain, because the Dhamma is very, very deep subject, not easy to understand. Yes, only very, very intelligent people can understand, the preachings of Gautama Buddha. But anyway, the basics, of course, can teach them how to live, and what are the how to lead comfortable life, happy life, by practicing Buddhism. For that, of course, it is very important to conduct programs, everywhere in major cities. So of course they can invite, as I said, the scholars, not only monks, and to preach, to lecture on
Also,
Buddhism.
the people
Yeah.
can come and exchange.
Because always the people can ask questions, they can give answers, because not easy to understand at once. So likewise, we can have discussions, Dhamma discussions, so that people will come to know at least the basic of Buddhism.
The last thing I'd like to ask here is,
Yes.
if anyone who is unknown to Buddhism
Ah,
ask you,
yeah.
what according to you is dharma, what would you
What
give
is-
them a reply, response?
Buddhism.
Yeah.
Buddhism is
What
of
is Buddhism and dharma?
Dharma, no? Buddha is, of course, it's a symbol of peace. So Gautama Buddha has preached how to lead a satisfied life, because nowadays people are having a lot of problems, and they are under pressure of various problems, stressed, and different types of diseases connected to mental side. So therefore, because people don't have enough free time now, they are leading a very, very busy, they always following a very busy schedule. So therefore, of course, if someone knows Dhamma, at least the basic, they know what to do, how to live, of course. And so nowadays people, they suffer due to various problems, especially because of unlimited desire for everything. So Gautama Buddha says to satisfy with whatever you have. That is the main thing. You don't go just go behind thing. Some people are very, very greedy for money and for various things. There is no limit. Therefore, they are not getting mental satisfaction. So the Gautama Buddha has preached how to have a satisfied life. So even not only, as I mentioned earlier, not only to a Buddhist, even for another person in different faith, of course, the Dhamma is very important for everybody to have a good life, a happy life until the person dies.
To our dear audiences who are watching us in the Bodhi Television, I'd like to acknowledge everyone that we are in a conversation with the Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Nepal, Her Excellency Swarna Pereira, ma'am. And yes, thank you so much for your valuable insight and concern regarding Buddhism, and looking forward to see you again. And Her Excellency, any suggestion or last word you'd like to give to our audience watching us?
Thank you. So of course, what I have to tell the audience is, try to understand at least the basic of Gautama Buddha's Dhamma, so that you can have a very, very happy life until you live in this world.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.